Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. Sorry for a little bit of a late start here. Still trying to get the timing down. My toddler just woke up right before the stream started, so I had a bunch of last minute stuff I had to try and take care of. So getting it down to only 10:03 though. That's not too bad, eh? So if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm Brewhilda, and we are doing a language learning stream, which actually just started last week for the first time. Last Sunday was our first one, and I had a really great time doing it, and the community was amazing, and I'm just really looking forward to doing it again. So today we're actually going to review a little bit of what we did last week, because the way Esperanto, or the way Duolingo works, you worked your way down these trees, and then if you can't, so let's say you miss a day or two, or, in my case, since I'm only doing it once a week, the skills degrade. And so you have to go back and you have to go back and look at them and kind of keep them fresh. Or if you look at these numbers right here, these number ones, if you get them all the way to level 5, they stay there forever and you're good to go. So let's get our tags set up here for our stream so people can find us a little bit easier. I like to tag things like education, family friendly. Okay, awesome. So let's get back. Let's get into it. Make sure everything's set up correctly on here, and hopefully my audio will be doing all right. So if you guys experience any problems with it, please let me know. That way I can fix it and you're not having a terrible time. Okay, I'm so ready. I've been thinking about Esperanto all week, and not thinking in it because I'm not good enough yet, but we'll get there. We'll just start talking in it and thinking it. So, let's go back. We didn't actually finish this possessive skill because we had to cut a little bit early last time. But I'm hoping that we can do that. We'll get back through these refreshes, and then we'll do that today. And then we'll take our first test.
Vi ne laboras.
Ooh, vi ne laboras. Now vi is you, correct? So, and ni, remember, is don't. So whenever ni is in front of whatever the verb is here, it's going to be a don't. So you do not labor, work. I am Adam. Oh, Adamo again. Mi estas, very close to Spanish. Mi estas Adamo. Adamo works. Adamo laboras. Right? Because we just looked at work anyways. No, I am not Sophia. Ne estas. Right? Ne estas Sophia. Now, I don't need to add the me in, so if I just say, is this just essentially not Sophia? Ah, see, I knew I needed to put myself in there as a subject. Sophia does not work. Sophia ne laboras. Ne. I'm not you. I am. Who? Am not. You. You is V. Me. V.
Mi estas Sofia.
I am not Sophia. I am not Sophia. Oh, shit. Pull it together. Can you tell I'm just starting with the coffee? Once we get about halfway through this cup, it'll be a lot better. No, I am not Sophia. So this is where I fucked it. This is where I messed up. No, mi ne estas. So not a double negative, right? Because you've got your comma break here. I'm not
Mi
Sophia.
estas Sofia.
Mi estas Sofia. I am Sophia. No estas here. Or no ne. Ta-da! Maintain your streak for 7 days longer. I'm not going to wager it since I'm only doing this weekly. All right, so that refreshed intros a little bit. Let's go back through phrases. This is cool. I've never seen this before. Hey! Orbert. My cat. Pick a place, dude. I feel like this... Yeah, we're doing all right. Okay. Let's go back through intros again. Actually, if it's only just going to be 3 lessons, we can cut through it pretty fast. I sleep a lot. Mi dormas. Mote, right? Looks a lot like much. La virino laboras. The woman, INO, makes it female. She's sleeping. No, she's working. Laboras, not dormas. So the woman is working. I'm just missing words. I'm trying to go through it too fast. I work with Adamo. I work with Adam. Mi laboras kun with Adamo. I am not a man. Mi ne estas viro. So if we know virino as woman, and INO is the female modifier. The man is sleeping. La viro dormas. Mi laboras kun Adamo kai Sofia. I work with Adam and Sophia.
Adamo kaj Sofia ne dormas multe.
Ooh, this is our first tap what you hear, so we'll listen again.
Adamo kaj Sofia ne dormas multe.
Adamo kai Sophia.
Adamo kaj Sofia ne dormas multe.
Ne dormas multe. Adam and Sophia do not sleep much. It's contrary to what we were told in the previous exercises. La virino laboras. The female is working or works, but works isn't an option here. Ta-da! Hey, thanks for the follow there, new member. I hope you're enjoying the Esperanto stream. You work in the office with me. Vi laboras, you work, en la oficejo kun mi. Vi laboras in, no, this is and kai, so in the office. La oficejo.
Mi venas.
Mi venas. I am coming. Discussed that last time as well. I do not live in Australia. Mi ne lojas, right? I keep looking at that and I always think lodging, and that's how I remember to live. Mi no lojas in fuck. I always forget how to say this. Australia. I'm gonna have to look that back up. I think actually we're going to get into the countries later. After we do this review, we're going to get into languages and countries and kind of ways to talk about the world through Esperanto, which makes a lot of this a little bit easier, because then once you see how the language pattern works in talking about different countries, then it's a little easier to. But the only examples we've had so far are Usono, the U.S., and Australia, and I just can't. I just want to say Australia. The man and the woman come from the United States, but we'll get there. La viro, kai la virino. Venas, they're coming from, they don't live in. Coming from el usono. Oh! I actually didn't know if that one was gonna. The man is coming from the office. La viro. Come here, kitty. La viro is coming, venas, from the office. Is there a from? Oh, N? From the office. Come here, cat. And, I did el officejo. That was on me. I did that. Obviously, I did that. Okay. Why are you being so weird? Because my boyfriend's vacuuming right now because he's throwing a football party, a Seahawks party. His cat's flipping out about it. La verino, the woman, lojas in usono. Adamo venas el astrelo. Adam comes from Australia. It's okay. The vacuum is coming closer. Everybody panic. The man is coming from the office. La viro venas en la oficejo. That almost sounds like in the office more than it sounds like from the office. But I think if you're saying coming in the office, well, maybe there's a different one for in. Son of a... That noise is like a personal grate on my eardrums. I did not get it wrong. I absolutely got it wrong. The man is coming from the office. La viro is coming. El la oficejo, not en la oficejo. Yes. See what the discussion is on this, because I got this wrong a couple of times just from... I wonder how many people get this messed up. Should also be fine with de. We haven't gotten to de la yet. Let's see. Just some discussions about de. Okay, here's my question. Why do you have to put la in front of oficejo? I thought the O made it the since it's implied. So not all nouns have the in front of them. So the dog versus a dog, milk versus the... It doesn't really explain why necessarily, other than sometimes there's exceptions. And one of the things I really enjoy most about Esperanto is that there's very few exceptions in terms of... you don't really have to worry about it most of the time. This is super high in my face right now. There we go. Is that a little bit better? Yeah. Okay. The man is coming from the office. Finally got that right. Reach level 2 in introducing yourself. Hurrah! So because we had done this once last week and then we went through this again to refresh it, it's now level 2, even though I did a terrible job of it this time, and I did quite a bit better, I think, last time. While we're at a good pause break, I actually need to modify. It doesn't sound like I'm getting my alert noises, and that makes me sad. Whenever somebody follows, I don't want them to think I'm ignoring them. Maybe I just need to turn the volume up. Oh my god, it's at 28%? I wonder I can't hear anything. We'll test it real quick. There we go. That's better. Sorry about that. Let's bump all of these. So next time anybody interacts here, we get some better traction. God, all of this is terrible. Who made these settings? Somebody who doesn't know how to stream? There's some sort of Twitch guide out there for these? There is. There's 1,000 of them. Okay, let me save these. Thank you for letting me deal with that real quick, Z's. Okay, so now that we've gotten back through introductions, let's go back into phrases. Who is working with Adam? Comenzanto, here we know is, means beginner. So, and we're not talking about Sophia on here. So, Kio laboras kun Adamo? Who is working with Adam?
Dankon.
Dankon. Thank you.
Dankon.
It's a new, I like these hearing ones. That's something that I'm not necessarily good at myself is the actual listening to native speakers because they talk so fast. They just can't keep up with it. So I have to be like, hold on, like separate the words for me. You're welcome. Nindankinde. Yes and no. Yes. The Y makes the J makes a Y noise anyway, so this is just literally yes. Yes and no. Hello, Sophia. Salutan, Sophia. Welcome to Australia. Bonvenon here. To Australia, right? And who are you? QV? Ah, so I need an estas here. Who are you? Q estas V. Literally, who are you? Verbatim. Ta-da! Bonadvenon. Bonadvenon. Kiel. Bonadvenon, we know is welcome. Comensanto, beginner. Good day. Bonantagon. I'm doing well. Mi fartas bon. Classic. I say hello. Mi diras? Saluton? Yeah. I feel like I don't remember this one at all. I am doing well. Mi fartas bon. I'm doing well. Adam is a beginner. Adam estás comenzando. Kiel vi fartas Adamo kai
Adamo kai Sofia?
Oh, I beat it.
Kiel fartas Adamo kai Sofia?
Okay, so that is how fares Adam and Sophia. How do they fare? Good, good, good. Let's do it.
Bonan nocton.
Bonan nocton. Good night. Congratulations. Gratulon. And thanks. Gratulon. Gratulon dankon. Gratulon dankon.
Dankon. Gis la revido.
Dankon. Thank you. Gis la revido. See you later. See you later, man. Sorry, I am not Sophia. Pardonu. Pardonu? Mi ne esta Sophia. Good evening. Bonan vesperon, which always makes me think of the Pokemon. Good morning. Bonan matenon. Good morning. Congratulations, Sophia. Gratulon. Easy, easy. There. I knew we could knock that one out pretty hard. All right. Let's do some weather. Ah. Nope. Get out of here, Facebook. Or MSN, rather. I just start calling my browser Facebook now. Do you live in Australia? Chu, like a choo-choo. Chu vilojas in Australia. Austreho?
Vi estas bona viro.
Vi estas bona viro. You are a good man. Well, that's nice to hear. I mean, thank you. It's raining and I'm working in the office. Ooh, so pluvas, it's raining. But I don't have to write. It is raining. It's just raining. Kai mi laboras en la oficejo. Saluton, Reg. Nice to see you again. I'm glad you caught us at the earlier part of the stream this time. We're doing some review of last week. Is the weather hot? No. Yeah, Chulavatero, the weather. Is the weather hot? Estas forma. I'm really gotta get better at when I need to use that and when I don't. Because I would think that it would be like estas pluvas, like it's raining. So now I'm saying it's not snowing in Australia. So now I'm gonna say no ne pluvas. And yes, right? Just ne pluvas and nejas. Oh, snowing. I did raining. I was talking about it earlier and I bonkered it. Is the weather good? Now, I don't think that we've done AU yet, have we? So this could be the weather is good. This could also be the weather is good, but pluvas en Esuno. So it is raining in the United States. Here we go. Is the weather hot? Chu la vetero estas varma. Is the weather hot? Now cold would be malvarma, right? Because it's just mal means opposite. It is not snowing in Australia. So could I just say nejas in Australia? Yes. Ta-da! Okay, good. I think we'll do. I'm going to do another one of these weathers because I seem to not be. The recall on it seems to be pretty poor. Here's that malvarma we just talked about.
La vetero estas malbona.
So the weather is bad. So I almost wanted to say not bad because malbona, but bona actually means good. So malbona must be bad. The weather is bad. Adam, the sun is shining and you are sleeping. Let's see, we have a Dubon. Oh man, I love having people who speak better Esperanto than me in here because like you guys are just so helpful. And that's one of the things I loved about the community and why I decided to do this stream in the first place was that I feel like the Esperanto community, if you're a learner, they just love you. They're like, come, we'll share everything with you. Ask me questions. One of us. The sun is shining and he is asleep. That's okay. I would also like to sleep. So this says Verino, so nothing about a woman here. Adamo lasuno brilas kai uson dormas. No. This one, right? The sun is brilliant and you are sleeping. It is raining today. Was it like that when you first started? How long have you been an Esperanto speaker? It rains today. Pluvas tago. Oh, look how easy that is. Pluvas tago. It's raining today. Nope, I'm an idiot. Pluvas hotayo. Tago is day, right? Oh, but not today. Shenanigans. The day is cold. That is absolutely true. So here, day is tago, right? Yeah. So the day estás malvarma, not warm. It is cold. The hot sun is shining. La varma. There goes that warm versus hot debate. Is it like, should hot be like, what's Esperanto for mas? Like more, like we'll borrow from Spanish and say like la mas varma. Like, is there a very varma? Oh, tre, right? TRE. So I mean, if I was in a conversation with somebody and I wanted to say the sun was hot, I don't imagine I'd say la varma. I imagine I'd say like la tre varma to get that across. I'm gonna take that suction thing off there. That makes a terrible noise. La hot sun. See, now I'm starting to do it back and forth in my head. The hot sun is shining. La varma suno brillas. But it's not estas. I wonder if they discuss that here. Here we go. I get confused when to use estas and when is implied. You don't need to use it here because there's already the verb brillas. In English, you can't translate la suno brillas, the sunshine or the sun is shining. The shining is arguably is arguably a single verb in English. The next bit is over technical. Okay. We are using the ENG form as a participle, not an adjective-y thing. The sun shining is too hot, and we can use it in the same way. So, you can tell from context. Context, I think, is a big one. Just using this frequently and speaking with people is going to be really the only way to hammer it out to get better at it. It says right here you'll get to these forms later in the course. Okay. Well, if I'm going to get to it later, then, well, I'm sure that's a dumb thing to say. I knew I would get to it sooner or later, but today the weather is bad. Today. This one. Let's try to remember how to say that. Is it hodio? 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 Scheiße. So today la vetero. Let's see, now I'm going to estas malbona. It's bad. I would not do la vetero malbonas because like it's not a verb, right? Like brillas is a verb. Malbona is more of an adjective. Okay, I totally see what he's saying now. That it didn't make sense written out until I had to see it again in another context. Lavatero malbonas equals lavatero estas malbona. Oh, I see. So you're almost just like misplacing the S. Seems like it would just be simpler not to use estas at all. Just take the whole word out. Leave it out. It is raining today. Pluvas horayo. It is raining today. Okay. It's 10:30 and we've got about an hour and a half left on this stream, so we'll rush through. I think we'll just do one of each of these because I'd like to get into some of these new learnings today. Depending. If I suck bad, I'll have to do it again. Viro kai virino danzas. The woman, or a man, right? Because it's not la. A man And saluton. I'm well. How are you today? It's nice to see you again. I found you on, I think Twitter. I can't remember. Twitter? Discord? I found you on something recently. You had the same username. No, Duolingo. I found you on Duolingo. That's what it was. So now we're friends. A man and a woman, they are dancing. Do you both work a lot? You both. Ambao. Ambu? This U is it's not on my notes. It's almost like an OW noise, right? Like a ambao, like ouch. Tu vi ambao laboras multe? They do not work. Ili ne laboras. I got in a discussion with somebody on Reddit about Ili recently because we were discussing whether or not, well, somebody had asked in the language learning subreddit if there were any other languages that have like a single form, like they can use they as like a singular genderless pronoun. And I thought in Esperanto you could, like I could be like, well, in my example, I was like, okay, so couldn't I say in Esperanto, like, Pat really enjoys makeup, but they only like the expensive stuff, and use it genderless? And I was absolutely downvoted and absolutely corrected at the expense of my own karma that in Esperanto, people would be very confused if you used they as a singular pronoun. So if that's the case, would you just, like, generically use... Like in America, we use like dude, or not dude, like, you know, you say him if you don't know. Well, I'm from California, so I say dude. But I guess I would just say like him if I didn't know their gender, maybe. We are meeting in a cafe today. Ni, it's we, right? Because we have me, vi, and ni is the both of us. Oh, you just woke up, huh? I just woke up about an hour and a half ago or so. Well, yeah, an hour and a half ago or so myself. Just woke up, shower, take care of the baby, jump on stream. We are meeting. Oh, this is that word that I hate. Rencontijas. Ne. Rencontijas in a cafe, huh? Today. Hodao. Hodiao. There we go. Ah! Do they live? Tu ililojas in Australia? We meet in cafes. Ni recontijas. I'm looking down. I keep looking down because I've got a pronunciation thing. My little cheat sheet here, and I think here soon, maybe the next one, since we probably won't have so many new people. I might do some of the common words and over here on the side. Maybe write less about Esperanto and more about pronunciation cheat sheets. Ni recontijas in cafes. That wasn't cafes, but or that wasn't the right word. But I fucked up. Chuvi ambao dormas. Are you both sleeping? Ambao. I like ambao. Tu ililojas in Australia? Do they live in... I still pronounce J's as a rolled H, do I? I'm going to have to... Because J's should be a Y, right? I even have that written down. J equals Y. But J with the caret over it should be like a JH. Welcome to the streams where it's nice to see you again. Do they live in Australia? Still going through. We're almost done with this recap, and then I'll embarrass myself with some words I haven't seen yet. Because I'm doing a great job embarrassing myself with the words I do know. All right. Shoot. Should I do plurals again? I feel like I didn't. No, because we still have to learn possessive. We didn't finish possessive last time. Hot coffee is good. Varma. Ooh, speaking of. Varma. I assume this is coffee, right? If cafe is cafeo. Estas bona. It is good. H is like the J. Yeah. Man, it gets difficult when you get in, like, you're trying to do full sentences. I feel like I get very, if I'm not very deliberate with my pronunciation, I tend to just roll off like the words would be spoken in English instead of changing my pronunciation to actually meet. She is a woman. She estas verino. He is not doing well. Oh, that's not good. Li ni fartas bon? Like he is not doing well? Or I could also say li fartas malbona. Yeah. The dog is sleeping. La hundo. See, now I saw an H and I was like, wait, how do I pronounce an H? La hundo dormas. Oh my gosh. La geopatroi, the parents, geopatroi, ludas. See, okay, the parents, ludas, they play with kun la, not boy, the boy, right? And this is just one boy? No, that's boys, because it has a J at the end. A J is like an S at the end. And an S at the end is like an estas. In the United States, there are big and beautiful parks. In Usono, estas grandai kai belai parkoi? Yes. Is the man sleeping in the park? Chulaviro, the man, sleeps in the park. Yeah, because these would be does dorme, does sleeping, the man, and then yeah, none of that's right.
Ĉu la kafejo estas tre granda?
Ĉu la kafejo?
Ĉu la kafejo estas tre granda?
Ĉu la kafejo estas tre granda? That would be a big cafe, right? So is the cafe very big? Is it very hot? Is it a hot cafe? Okay. Let's do it. I'm ready. The beautiful cats. Let's see big dogs. Speaking of cats, I wonder where mine ended up. Beautiful cats see the big dogs. Belai, right? Catoi, beautiful cats. Vidas, see the big dogs. Yes, because this would be me. And this would be the beautiful cats. They a lot a big dog. I love you and you love me. Mi amas vin. Or is it V? Be vin, right? Mi amas vin, because they're the subject of what I'm loving on, so to speak. What other languages I speak? Nothing really. I've picked up a little bit here and there. I'm from Southern California originally, so I spoke just a tiny bit of Spanish, enough to get around and be polite to people, and who didn't speak English. And I took a little bit of French in high school, and I've attempted ASL multiple times, but being left-handed and having nobody in the deaf culture to learn from is very difficult. And so studying all these kind of like random things is what led me to eventually find Esperanto, this universal language. Then I was like, oh, well, if I learn this, then, you know, the better you get at Esperanto, the easier you can understand things like Italian and French and Spanish and everything else. So it's kind of like the crash course to learning Latin languages. And if you don't speak, obviously, if you don't speak English, you're not watching this. But for those of you who know people who don't speak English and want to learn English, learning Esperanto first makes English ridiculously easier, because English is a disaster language built on the colonization of others. Another stream. I ran for another stream. I love you, mi amas bin, and you love me. Kai, you, vi, amas, me, min. We would kiss ass. She's kissing him. Here we go right here. She kiss us, Lynn. So much love. Just all the Esperanto love going around. Now, you're using ankau is that, that's like a to, right? Or like an also? Do you love her or me? Oh, man, don't. Nobody ever asks this question and the answer ends up well. Like, no matter what you say, this is a discussion you don't ever want to have in real life. Do you, V, love her, Shin? Is that just pronounced like literally like Shin? Oh, I want to say it more like Sin. Or, is that ow? Yes. Or me. Min. Not M-I, M-I-N. He sees the woman from Australia. Leah's just generically he, right? Yeah. Thank you. I did pronounce it right. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know the words. I don't know any of those words other than yes and shin that I just learned. But Esperanto is easy enough that, like, by looking at it, you can pretty much, like, you can guess it by context what people are saying. That's why I wanted to leave the chat screen up on here, because I think people who are just checking out the language, like, even if you don't speak it, you can just look at it and kind of figure it out. It's easy enough to follow along. C's. Have we done C's? La lividas. La Vierin non. From Australia. Adam kisses the woman. Boom. Easy.
Ili vidas nin en la kafejo.
Ili vidas nin en la kafejo. They see... Isn't it us? Yeah. They see us in the cafe. Mi amas vin. You need a subject here, so there's an N at the end. Ooh, I like this. It's like the missing word one. She kisses him. Lynn. It's always such just like a satisfying noise. The cats drink us, lactate milk. Oh shit.
La virinoj kisas la viron,
Shoot.
ĉar li estas bela.
The women kiss the men. No, the man, because he is beautiful or handsome. Wow. I would hope there's more to it than that. word. I know it sounded awfully unconsensual. Uh, shit, Duolingo says. The milk is Malbona is bad. Oh, I don't like it. Bad milk. Sees the woman from Australia. He vidas. My friend says the milk is ugly. like when it goes bad, he just describes it as ugly. That's hilarious. The woman, varying on, because that would be man, from Australia. Does the beginner have water? Yes, I absolutely do. When it tastes bad, it's ugly. It's like, so instead of it being like, he's using ugly as like a taste thing. We don't really describe it, taste being ugly in English. That's a very interesting way of putting it, though. I'm going to use that. I'm just going to throw people off with it. Okay, so does the beginner comenzanto havas akvon, water, right? Yeah. Kat, do
Li
you need
vidas
out
la
of this room?
virinon el Aŭstralio. Li vidas la virinon el Aŭstralio.
He sees the woman from Australia. Nondescript. Do you drink beer? Chu vi trinkas beeron? I have 3 cats. I only have 2 cats. Mi havas 3 katojn. He drinks milk and she drinks water. So he trinkas lacton. And she trinkas akvon. You have 6 cat toys? But don't drink, or 6 cat toys. 6 cats, but no beer, huh? I have 2 cats, and I do drink a lot of beer. I'm living in Seattle, and there's so many craft breweries around here that beer and wine is very hard to avoid. It's like trying to avoid soda in the South. The southern U.S., I should say. Yeah, Seattle. Hence we got the Seahawks on today for game day. We're actually throwing a football party after this. Cats drink water, or drink milk rather. Nirvana. Oh, shit, I keep doing that. I need to do the cats are drinking, not the cats drinking milk. I was trying to think it like the cat is drinking milk. That was incorrect. The cats are drinking milk. Nirvana and Pearl Jam, and actually we just Sheriff Mongo and I went to a concert. My God, was that last night? Oh, so we went to a concert last night. It feels like it was a long time ago. You and I eat bread. Have we done eat? Yeah, manjas, right? Manjas panon. The bread is good. La pano estas bona. La knabo ni ŝatas kafon. The boy does not like coffee. So we would say reg ni ŝatas biron, right? You don't like beer? I guess not liking it and not drinking it are 2 different things as well. I'm eating delicious chocolate. Mi manjas bongustan. Man, I love that word. Bongustan chocoladon. Sophia, is the cake delicious? Sophia. It's only 1 cake. I'm gonna regret this. Shoot. Is the cake... Oh, I knew it. Oh, come here, kitty. Don't you cry at me. Let me absorb this failure by letting this screaming ass cat out of here. Come on, buddy. Maxon, are you coming in? Oh, Jesus Christ, the two of you. Freaking cats. Ah. Man. For everybody in here, by the way, if you're, regardless of what country you're from, if you're, you served in the armed forces as well, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans and the people who are still serving and the people who will serve in the future. I did a couple of years myself when I was younger, in much better shape. So, you would say, "Chu estas bon gusta la..." So that would be like. It almost sounds like you're asking like how good is the cake versus like is the cake good? You know what I mean? I really want to get into this into the participles more. Chula cuco makes me feel like I'm reading like a choo-choo train book. That's too funny. The cafe does not have cold beer. La cafejo ne havas malvarmen biron, or would you say biron malvarmen? See, it seems like chu bon gustas la cuco seems like it would be easier. It'd just be like, does good a cake taste? Like, does good a cake?
Mi ŝatas ilin.
Mi ŝatas ilin. I like them. They're pretty cool. All right.
La virino havas bongustan ĉokoladon.
Ooh, let's see if I can do this all in one go without looking at the words.
La virino havas bongustan ĉokoladon.
The women have good chocolate.
La virino havas bongustan ĉokoladon.
The man, no, the woman has good chocolate. Yeah, you change the words. Because if you speak, okay, so a friend of mine, I met her when I was serving in Okinawa, and she speaks primarily Japanese, but she's half American, so she speaks English as well, and good enough. But she tends to put she puts like the in front of everything. Like she'll be saying like, "Are you having the good time?" or like stuff like that. And so I know that from studying parts of Japanese and Spanish and stuff, that sometimes it's like you put all the modifiers in like a certain part of the sentence, or they have to come before the subject or after the subject, and this is a lot less complicated so far. But the farther you get into the tree, I think the more difficult it's going to be. Oh, you speak Portuguese natively, huh? Now, if you were to say that in Portuguese, is that like if you were to say "Chu bongustas la cuco," that would sound pretty informal, I would think, in Esperanto. Yeah. would it be? I mean, is that informal in Portuguese to say it that way as well? Is the cake delicious? Sophia, here we go with this freaking cake again. Sophia, no, I'm gonna try not to look at. I'm gonna try not to cheat and look at this chat. Is the cake delicious? Right? Or did I do this last time? So I should have done is. See, I wonder why. So if this says chu is also chu estas or estos, and I feel like I'm using it almost like twice here in the sentence by using it down here at the bottom, and then so I know here it's more like chu is like is. So like Sophia is the cake is delicious. Does the cake be delicious? Is that more that what that would be like? That's a hard translation. Yeah. Yeah, Esperanto doesn't, there is no, you don't have like, there's no difference between like ma'am and miss, you know, it's all just like her and she. Chu estas la cuca bongusto. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I was trying to go for, but I thought I could leave the estas out. I guess I can't. Sophia... Chu estas la cuco bongusto. What? God. No end there. I'm really surprised there's not more of a discussion on this one. Or maybe it's, I can't wrap my head around it. See, this seems like it would be the best to me. So, like, the best answer would be Sofia chula cuco estas bangusta. Mm-hmm. Or like this guy says, he adds chu and then just writes the rest of it out as if it was a statement. It's just like, is statement. Let's do one more of these because I'm just beefing it hard on it, and then we'll get into possessives and some of the next checkpoint. The newspaper is big. La jornalo estas granda.
Li kaj ŝi legas ĵurnalon.
Li kaj ŝi legas ĵurnalon. He and she read the newspaper. He and she read a newspaper. Maybe not the newspaper. News papier. Do you... so dumb. Do you read many newspapers? Ĉu vi leĝas fuck, I hate when they put a J in the middle of this. Multajn ĵurnalojn? They're not warm journals. Mi ŝatas belajn kafejojn. Cafejo is like, I'm not gonna say cafejo oin, right? It's just cafoin. Cafoin. So weird to just see like multiple J's slammed into a word. Cafejo, yeah, but when you've got the JN, then it's cafejo, cafeyo, yoin. Eat an apple. I have 3 letters. Mi havas tri letteroin. Cafeyo, not cafejo. It's going on the post-it. This is ridiculous. I'm just gonna have post-its. Maybe influence from Spanish, maybe. As being from Southern California, there's a lot of letters that we just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at language. Maybe that's just what happened. It's just I'm not any good at it. Maybe I should just go slower. I should. You know what I honestly should do is I should be practicing this in between. I've only been doing, so I did last week's stream and then this week's stream, and didn't practice any in between. And I think that was a mistake. I need to keep it going. Chuvi, do you have us? Unu? Leteron? Au du?
Ili manĝas grandajn pomojn.
Ili manĝas grandajn pomojn.
Ili manĝas grandajn pomojn.
See, it's just like the OJN is like OJN.
Ili manĝas grandajn pomojn.
It's like OINE, like oin. Yeah, I would think it would be harder for English speakers because you have a lot of, especially in Portuguese and Spanish and stuff like that. I feel it's actually a lot closer to this than English is, and English is so bastardized by the different dialects. Like I speak English, but somebody in Scotland might also speak English, and somebody in Brexit speaks English, and it's just like, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can speak it together because it's not the same language. There's like British English, and then there's like American English, and then there's just like garbage English, which is what I speak. Ili manĝas grandajn pomojn, right?
Ili manĝas grandajn pomojn.
Grandajn pomojn. So this AJN is almost the same as OJN in pronunciation. But anyways, so they're eating some apples, right? They eat big apples. Large apples? Large apples. How you like them large apples? Same in Polish, huh? I've never studied Polish.
Ili estas belaj leteroj.
Ili estas belaj leteroj. They are beautiful letters. Yes. Good. Okay. So now we're going to get into, we're going to restart probably.
Adamo
I don't know if it's going to do the first one.
En nia universitato.
Wait, go back. 0, it says 1 of 3 has been done, so maybe it's going to start us on 2. Elia? Hemo? Estás en Londono. There. So this is a possessive they. Is the A going to designate possession? Their home is in London. Yeah.
Adamo estas instruisto en nia universitato.
Some words getting long. Adamo estas instruisto en Naya or Nia?
Adamo estas instruisto en nia universitato.
En nia universitato.
Adamo estas instruisto en nia universitato.
Did we just break you, Where? What happened? Adjectives end with A, so let's see what, like big is grand, warm is varma, yeah. And adverbs with E. Have we seen very many adverbs? I don't think I have seen any adjectives that don't end with A. Other than numbers aren't, numbers can be used as an adjective, but not really. I mean, there's still a description, but that doesn't change the words themselves. He is a teacher in our university, Nia. So that's NI is us. A must mean ours. So now, oh, yeah, yeah. As in, like, that's the, like, you're saying all adjectives are going to end with an A and all adverbs will end in an E. Yeah. And then we've got all possessives are going to end in an A. Unless, so if I have, let's say I have multiple men who own something, that would be verinoi for just multiple men. If they owned if they owned something, it would be Elia, right? Not like the men owning it. Yeah. I'm sure we'll get into it. Here is yen. Would this be, no, this is Jen, but since J is pronounced Y, would that be like yen? Here is a map of London. Mappo di Londono. Because there's an adjective. When I get into sentence creation, I feel like that's when you start to learn a lot about a language, is when you actually have to start like making your own sentences out of nothing. Because that's when people are like, excuse me, that didn't come across right. Kyo, is that what? What is the address of LIA, his cafe? Yeah? I see what you're trying to do. Trying to get me to mess it up and do the cafe. And I did not. Correlatives.
Iliaj nomoj estas Adamo kaj
Here we go. So this is what I was going to ask. Is it going to end in the A, or is it going to is it going to end in the J? Yeah. And J's are just always going to be Y's. I was just trying to think if it's going to be yen or if it's going to be like yin, but that didn't make any sense. There is no yin, and that sound isn't even in Esperanto. Iliai?
Iliaj nomoj estas Adamo kaj Sofia.
Iliai nomoi estas Adamo kai Sofia. So this would be their names are Adam and Sophia. Their dog is big. Ilya. I just heard my cat get yelled at. All I hear is, what the shit do you think you're doing? Niai, our. 2 dogs, du hundoi. Kai. 3 katoi, 3 cats. Estas en la domo, are in the house. They're easier if you don't try to translate. I feel like a lot of this is easier if you don't try to directly translate. You're just like, and that's the thing with language, right? You're not like directly verbatim translating. You're trying to translate a concept or an idea or verbiage, or if you're a Slavic speaker. So in your experience, it's easier to be a Slavic speaker, and Regs feels like it's easier for him as a Portuguese speaker as well. So I just wonder if everything is easier if you're not a native English speaker, because English is not like if you find some kid in high school and ask him what a correlative is or what an adverb is, and they probably can't even tell you. Like we don't even understand our own language. Nia universitato, God, such a long word. Universitato estas tre bona. Our university is very good. It's very good.
Kio estas mapo?
Kio estas mapo? What is a map? Vocabulary is harder. Do you find do a lot of the words match, or are they similar to what you speak in Polish or as a Slavic speaker? Yeah. Zamenhof was, what, German? Was he German or Russian? I always forget. Austrian? Shoot. The pronunciation is easier for me being native Portuguese. Yeah. But everything else is the same difficulty? Yeah, so do you have, would you say the most difficult part is like, it's not necessarily vocabulary, but like, and I don't want to say diction because that's more word choice, but like word order. Shia Avino. So this must be her, Shia, her grandmother. Avino. All right. A vino. So vino is just woman. A vino must be like an older woman. And Avino, that must, wait. Oh, and my grandmother are Emmy Kinoi? Emmy Kinoi? They're female friends. Okay, so like so I know Ami is going to be friend. Kinoi would be women. So specifically female friends. Interesting. What? Oh no. Okay, I should have looked at that. That was me being dumb. 5% vocab? That's not a whole lot. But I mean, the point wasn't to make a Slavic language more accessible. It was to make a language that was accessible for everyone, right? So Avo is probably grandfather. Mm-hmm. Her grandfather is Amico Demi Avo, also a friend of my father. I'm sorry, of my grandfather, not Geopatra.
Tio estas gia hejmo.
Whew. Knedliko? Knedliko? Do you need Lixo? It looks like a shoe brand company. I got my sweet Knedlikos on. Tio estas gia...
Tio estas gia hejmo.
Hemo. Tio estas gia hemo.
Tio estas gia hejmo.
Tio estas gia hemo. Tio, that is... That is its home. So, okay. Dumpling? I could eat so many dumplings. Sophia is my friend. Now, is this specifically a female friend? Yeah. Or girlfriend. Okay, so Sophia is my girlfriend. My friend girl.
Ili estas bonaj amikoj.
Ili estas bonaj amikoj.
Ili estas bonaj amikoj.
They are good friends. And they are male friends, or are they just generically friends? They're male. That is her cafe. She's not an instructor. Tio estas Shia Cafe Yo. I got you. Cafe Yo. See, it's on the post-it. I'll tell you. Chulanomo di via amico estas Adamo. Does the name of your friend... Is the name of your friend Adam? Is your friend Adam's... Oh, is your friend's name Adam? I was going to be like, is that Adam? Is that Adam's friend? I'm going with my grandfather to a little cafe. Un poquito. Oh, wrong language. I'm going with my grandfather to a little cafe. Mi iras. Not Felicia. Felicia. Not. I'm going with my grandfather to a little cafe. Okay. I go. Yeah. Via vino. Estas mia amikino. So this would be your grandmother is my friend. Can you imagine how mean it would be if somebody was like, your grandma's not my friend? Get out of here. Shia, her. Vino, grandmother. And my grandmother are friends. Da-da. All right, level 1 in possessives. We'll get through possessives, and then I think I got a test coming up, guys. Adam and Sophia are my parents. Oh, so now I'm Zamenhof's grandchildren, huh? Or I'm Zamenhof's grandchild. Adamo kai Sophia estas mia geopatroi. Now, would this one work here at the bottom? Could you say Adam and Sophia are parents? Would this say, like, this third option, would that essentially say parents of mine? Ooh, did not occur to me. Adam and Sophia are brother and sister, so this just got weird. No, you can do it that way. So do you have to have... Do they specifically have to be like my something? La mia? Third, it seems like the third option is like, it's almost correct. I feel like it's just like missing a... Like, would I say estas geopatroi di mia? Or la mia? La mia? Okay. Because then you would say they are parents of mine, not just... They're parents mine. Mine! G is always a hard G, like Google. Ooh. But a G with a caret is a J, or like a GH, like neighbor. So by yourself, and then she's a G. Do your parents live in Australia? Your... Now, why is this... Oh, because the parents are plural. The your needs to be plural as well. Is that correct? Because I feel like I should say chu via geopatroi instead of... Isn't that what we just went into? You couldn't say, like... Couldn't say this one. You couldn't say chu via... Like ginger? Yeah. I was thinking of it as like a GH sound. Which, honestly, a lot of GH is very similar to the J sound, at least in where I come from in English. Your parents live in Australia. I can never say that. I can never say freaking Australia. Her name is Sophia. Are you going to his house? I feel like I wouldn't use chu estas. It would be chu iras. Oh, chu vi iras. To his house? My home is your home. Mi casa es su casa. Mia hemo está shia hemo. No. Está via hemo. Mia hemo estas via hemo. Mi casa es su casa. Liai hundoi estas tre grandai. Grandoi? Is that would that be pronounced more like grandoi or grandai? Dogs they're very big. I feel like I'm having the hardest time with words that are very close to like I can't wrap my head around Australia because it's just a little bit different and I'm so used to Australia, but it's like first off it's AU, so it's more like an Australio. Grand I. So AJ. Can you imagine if I didn't have you guys? I would be screwed. I'd be looking like a real piece of garbage trying to learn this by myself, just butchering the pronunciation completely. So it's Australio. See, Australia and Australio are like they're so close that I feel like when I get into like a word or when I get into a sentence, I just want to like run over it with the English pronunciation. Her parents live in Usono. Oh, Canadian, huh? I'm just south of you. You're my northern neighbor. Here is my home. We're in my home right now. This is my home.
Ŝia nomo estas Sofia.
Her name is Sophia. Yeah, like cow. I always think ow like an ouch. Should be like ouch, Australio. In our home, there is a big map. Enia Domo. No, Hemo. What is there? Would it just be estas? Enia Hemo estas Grande Mapo. It feels weird that there's no modifiers on this, but like you were saying, here's an adjective, so that's going to end in a. Too many ways to pronounce the same letters in English. Really, yeah, they really mess me up. American Esperantos, yeah. There's a couple of really, really great videos on YouTube if you're liking the language. Besides Duolingo, there's a lot of great resources on YouTube, but there's also a lot of great resources for on Memrise, which is Memrise, MEMRISE, which is also a free resource, and specifically for Esperanto, Lernu, LERNU.net, I believe it's .net. There's a lot of, I mean, pretty much, you'd be hard pressed to find an Esperanto resource that costs money, because that's a big part of the culture. It's just free access. So there's a lot of. I think after we finish this course, I'm actually going to play through the second Zelda 2, like the old retro version in Esperanto, and I have it on here, so I think that'll be fun to play along. Esperanto plays. What is the address of his cafe? Kio estas, what is, right? Kio estas la adreso de lia cafeo. Yeah, Zelda 2 in Esperanto. It's pretty cool. Actually, if you just send me a message, I'll remember. I can actually send it to you because I've got it. I mean, it's a small ROM, so. Their names are Adamo and Sophia. Their names are Adam and Sophia. I heard there's another game and you can do in Esperanto too. I just haven't found it down, or I haven't found out what it is. Mine's like a GBA ROM, I think. Their home is in London. Ilihemo estas en Londono. Our 2 cats and our 2 dogs and our 3 cats are in the house. Let's see if I try to. Niai du hundoi kai tri catoi estas en la domo. There's an Esperanto variety show. Oh, that'd be fun. Oh, and I've heard of Pasporto a la Tuta Mundo. I'm actually part of the. There's essentially like a yellow book, or a yellow page is like a listing of Esperanto people that has like their address and phone number and stuff in it. Because there are some people who will let you couch surf if you speak Esperanto and you're a traveler. There are some people who may be willing to open their home up to you to share the culture and experience and stuff. And then, that makes traveling around the world quite a bit cheaper. It's like Airbnb, but instead of spending money, you have to invest time in learning a language. I haven't read Goethe. I haven't really read too many things because I started this Esperanto and then stopped when I had the baby. So, which is a dumb reason. I mean, I could have been learning while I was nursing, I guess. Here is a map of the university. See, this word is going to be hard for me, too, because it's so close to university already. So I just want to be like universitato, but it's universitato. I mean, it is pretty similar. It's just crap pronunciation. Mi loĝas en Londono. I live in London. Their parents come from the United States. Iliaj geopatroj venas el Usono. Venas el Usono, not
Adam
al.
estas instruisto en nia universitato.
I just want to hear this again.
Adamo estas instruisto en nia universitato.
Universitato. Adam is a teacher in our university. That is its home. Its is Gia, so we know that. Or would you say, yeah, Gia. Tio estas Gia. Now, was this one work? This would be like their home. No, that wouldn't work. Never mind, that was a dumb question. I see exactly why. Their mother is my friend, Ilia Patrino. Their friend, right? Right off the bat. My grandmother is my father's mother. Mia Avino, right? Avo would be grandfather. Estas mia patro. No. What I want to say is the mother of the grandmother is the mother of my father. Is that right? Holy crap! That is not how I thought that would go. Mia Avino estas la patrino de mia patro. My grandmother is the mother of my father. That seems extraordinarily difficult. I'm sure we'll get into better possessives later. Our parents' friend, is no. So our parents' friend needs to be the friend of our parents works in Australia. Australia. All right. Australia. We are friends. Ni estás amigo? Oh, no. Amikoy. Okay. I wonder if yeah, maybe. I'm going with my grandfather to a little cafe. We've done this one. Mi iras. I'm going. Kun mia avo. To a cafe? Oh, to a little cafe. Mi iras kun mia avo al malgranda cafejo. Cafeyo. Mi iras kun mia avo al malgranda cafeyo. I'm going with my grandfather to a little cafe. Mi iras kun mia avo al malgranda cafejo. Cafeyo. Ah! I am going with my grandfather to a little cafe.
Tio estas ilia mapo. Tio estas ilia mapo.
Tio estas ilia mapo. That is their map? Yes, that is their map. Via avino estas mia amikino. Your grandmother is my friend. Whew. All right. Checkpoint passed. We've got about 30 minutes left in the stream. Sweet Jesus. This is going to be, I feel like the more and more I go through this, the more and more it's going to be, the reviews are just going to get longer and longer. But that's kind of the point, right? You know? How did you guys find out about Esperanto or want to get involved in Esperanto or what's kept you involved with it? Because I mean, you guys have all been pretty active in the community. And I feel like it's easy for people to start something like this and then fade away into lurking and not doing anything more. Do you speak Esperanto?
Ĉu vi parolas Esperanton?
Ĉu vi parolas Esperanton?
Ĉu vi parolas Esperanton?
Esperanton?
Esperanto estas tre facila, ĉu ne?
Esperanto estas tre facila, ĉu ne? That would be Esperanto is very easy. Is that like right? Or like, don't you think? Like really? Esperanto is very easy. Right? What the hell are my options from here? Isn't it right? Don't you is not. Maybe is it not? Esperanto is very easy. Is it not? Maybe is what they're looking for. Oh, you've been doing it for a year. Did you find what were you trying to see if you could just become fluent within a year or if you would continue using it within a year? Ĉu la vorto estas en la angla aŭ en Esperanto? Ĉu la vorto estas en la agla aŭ en Esperanto? Does help in other languages. Your sister told you about it, huh? She's a, is she a polyglot? Does she speak many languages? Chula forta is the word, or are the words? Oh, is the word in English or Esperanto?
Ili ne multe lernas.
Ili ne multe lernas. They do not learn much. They must not be watching the stream. Maybe they are not learning much. Mia, I just started reading this sentence. I think the community is what's really kept me on it too. And what made me come back to it. But being a stay-at-home mom, I don't have a lot of opportunities to. I'm like exhausted, but my brain's not exercised. So getting back into video game streaming was great, and it was a great social community. But it didn't give me that not like I'm doing the problem solving and critical thinking and hand-eye coordination and all of that, but I'm not like actively learning. And so this is a good outlet for me to do that. And then, later in the week I can stream video games and stuff. So without feeling like I'm not doing anything. I like languages. This is very true. I like lingvinoi. Is the word in English or Esperanto? Ĉu la vorto estas en la angla aŭ en Esperanto?
La bebo diras vorton al ŝi.
I have a friend named Bibo, and he spells his name the same way. Every time I see this, I want to be like, La Bibo!
La bebo diras vorton al ŝi.
La Bibo diras vorton. The baby diras says a word to her. Oh, how exciting. My baby doesn't talk yet. Hodiaŭ ni lernas kvar vortojn en Esperanto. Today we learn 4 words in Esperanto. We are learning 4 words in Esperanto. I feel like we've learned way more than 4 words today. Saluton, Kato. Welcome to the stream, kitty.
Angla estas lingvo.
La angla estas lingvo. It's weird that this isn't like capitalized. English is a language. See, I had to let my cat out of the room, and then yours comes in and types for you. Li cantas en la França? Le cantas. Ooh, he is singing in French. I wonder if I know any French songs. Tu oni parolas. Ooh. I wonder if... I'm thinking back to that heated Reddit debate on language learning, and I wonder if oni would be more what they're looking for. Tu oni parolas la Italian? It doesn't look like Italian. Italian? Explanation ways. In Australio. Is that right? Australio. I keep scrolling up Australia. Sinis Perulo, whenever he comes on here, is always the one to break down the words for me, and then I always have to write them down. Tu oni parolas la Italian in you see me look over Australia. I keep like glancing. So do you speak Italian, or does one speak, not necessarily you. So do they speak Italian in Australia?
Ĉu vi havas vortaron de Esperanto?
Ĉu vi havas vortaron?
Ĉu vi havas vortaron de Esperanto?
Vortaron de Esperanto. Do you have a dictionary? Do you have an Esperanto dictionary?
Mi lernas la hispanan.
When making passives. So like that's like I was saying earlier, if I wanted to be like Pat likes makeup, but they only like the expensive stuff, I would be like Pat, I don't know, a Moss makeup, but is what? Coon? No. Char? I can't remember what that is. But would you say Oni? Like if you didn't know if Pat was a boy or a girl, would you say Oni? I am learning Spanish. Miaj gia patroj parolas nur unu lingvan. Very cool. Only. My parents speak only one language. I wish more parents spoke multiple languages, or those that do use them more with their children. I hate that, like, move to the country and learn our language. I hate that. I hate that so much. Share all the languages. He is singing in French.
Ĉu vi havas unu aŭ du vortarojn?
Unu aŭ du vort. Man, that word.
Ĉu vi havas unu aŭ du vortarojn?
Votaroin.
Ĉu vi havas unu aŭ du vortarojn?
Sweet Jesus.
Ĉu vi havas unu aŭ du vortarojn?
Do you have one or two dictionaries? La hispana lingvo ne estas facila. The Spanish language is not easy. It's not that bad.
La vorto ne estas en la vortaro.
La vorto ne estas en la votaro.
La vorto ne estas en la vortaro.
Votaro. The word is not in the dictionary. In the dictionary. Here we go. Didn't want to get that wrong for forgetting to click on one button.
Ni skribas du paĝojn en la hispana.
Ni scribas. Is that to write? To scribe? To scribble? We are writing 2 pages in Spanish.
Ĉu vi komprenas tion?
Ĉu vi komprenas tion?
Ĉu vi komprenas tion?
Do you understand tion? This? That. Do you komprenas, understand tion? That. Ĉu vi komprenas tion?
Li estas komencanto, sed li rapide lernas.
Li estas komencanto, sed li rapide lernas. Ah, but. Here's the but that I was looking for. Heh. It's my but.
Li estas komencanto, sed li rapide lernas.
Li estas komencanto, sed li rapide lernas.
Li estas komencanto, sed li rapide lernas.
Yeah, rapide. Okay. That's the same. So he is a beginner, but he learns quickly or rapidly. He must be using Duolingo.
Havas longajn tagojn.
I love this sentence. It'd be worth so many points in Scrabble with all these J's and V's. Bonai patroi havas longoin tagoin?
Bonaj patroj havas longajn tagojn. Bonaj patroj havas longajn tagojn.
Logain. Bonas patroi havas logain tagoin. Good parents have long days. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, good fathers. That's not parents. That'd be geopatroi. Good fathers have long days. That is very true. Mi lernas multajn frazoin? Frazoin? And oh, look, there is a word that does not look anything like its English counterpart. Mi lernas multajn frazoin en la hispana. I learned multiple sentences in Spanish. Or I am learning many Spanish sentences. How does one say that in Italian? Well, how does one say would be oni. How does one say that in Italian? Chi lo ne diras? En la Italia? Yeah, right? I keep saying Italia, and there's no I in it for Esperanto, so I need to be more cognizant of that. La nocto estas tre longa. It's a very long night.
Nokto estas tre longa.
The nights are very long, especially in the winter.
Leteroj estas longaj.
La leteroj estas longaj?
La leteroj estas longaj.
Longaj. The letters are long.
Ŝi legas paĝon de la libro.
She legas paĝon. Paĝon?
Ŝi legas paĝon de la libro.
She legas paĝon de la libro. She is reading pages, maybe? She is reading a page in the library. No J. Page of the book. Or from the book, maybe would have also been acceptable.
Vi parolas nek la francan nek la germanan.
Vi parolas nek la francan. Francan?
Vi parolas nek la francan nek la germanan.
Nek la germanan. So not German, germanan.
Vi parolas nek la francan nek la germanan.
Vi parolas nek la francan nek la germanan.
Vi parolas nek la francan nek la germanan.
Germanan. Vi parolas nek la francan nek la germanan.
Vi parolas nek la francan nek la germanan.
Germanan. Okay. You speak neither French nor German. Oh, shoot. You speak neither French nor German.
Oni diras ke la franca estas bela.
Oni diras que la Franza estas bella. Oni diras. So they say that French is beautiful, not the French. That's La Franza is just the French language, not the French people, correct? Actually, I don't know. Would that encompass everything French? Like, could I say like a French croissant would be like? Would that be like croissant de France? Croissant de la Franza?
Oni diras ke la franca estas bela.
Oni diras que la Franza estas bella. One says that French is beautiful.
Oni diras ke la germana estas malfacila lingvo.
Oni diras que la germana estas malfeliz.
Oni diras ke la germana estas malfacila lingvo.
Malfalcia lingvo. Oni diras que la germana estas malfalcia lingvo. Just so Franca is just language. Would we? I guess at this early on in the point, maybe we don't have a term for like French people or like French things. Just the language itself. But we're only in the languages tab, so it's nice to see you, by the way, Rang. Oni diras que la germana estas malfelica lingvo.
Diras que la germana estas malfacila lingvo.
Malfacila. So they say that German is a hard language, so is a difficult language. We hide the word language. It's just it's implied, essentially, when you use la Franca. Ni lernas iomete?
Ni lernas iomete.
Ni lernas iomete. We are learning a little. We learn a bit, maybe? Thank you for that.
Sofia kaj Adamo estas esperantistoj.
We're going around calling things French languages and they're French vanillas. Sofia kaj Adamo estas esperantistoj?
Sofia kaj Adamo estas esperantistoj.
Esperantistoj. Okay.
Sofia kaj Adamo estas esperantistoj.
English speakers. So you can do essentially the lingvo OJ would designate that they speak it. Sophia and Adam are Esperanto speakers. They write in German. In la Esperantista, ili skribas, right? No, that's not in German. Ili skribas in la... It's not Germana. Germana.
Ambaŭ lingvoj estas malfacilaj.
Ambaŭ lingvoj estas
Ambaŭ lingvoj estas malfacilaj.
malfaciloj.
Ambaŭ lingvoj estas malfacilaj.
Ambaŭ lingvoj estas malfalicoj. So ambaŭ is both, right? Both languages are difficult or are hard. Tio estas malfelica frazo. So frazo was the sentence, right? Because we were talking about how that doesn't look anything like that. So that is a difficult sentence. Malfacilai. Starting to add more and more. It's like, you learn the root words pretty fast, and then there's just so many individual modifiers to each word. It's like what's coming at the beginning of the word, what's at the end, is there a day, a lot, and becomes it's those little things that change context a lot for people. And if you're a translator, that's where it becomes, I think, kind of difficult to hear like this person versus like those people. And it's very interesting. I love language. I just love to learn it. Can only make you a better and well-rounded person to speak more. I understand neither Spanish nor Italian, so mi comprenas nec la Hispanan, nec la Italian. Okay, so this one. First one. You learned a new word. What did you learn? Was it malfelice? Malfelice? Man. Okay, so we went back through. We got level 2 on intros, on phrases. Pretty close on weather. I could actually... Let's just jam out this weather real quick. I could go back to an earlier one. Ne pluvas en la domo. That'll be a good review. It does not rain in the house. If it is, you need to get your roof changed or put a roof on. The weather is very hot today. La vetero estas tre varma. Very hot. Mi laboras en urbo. I work in the city. Or I am working in a city. In la urbo would be in the city. Is the weather good or bad? Ĉu estas vetero? Ĉu estas vetero bona aŭ malbona? Ĉu la vetero? Okay. Ĉu la vetero estas is the weather. Really, I just wrote the weather good or bad. It is morning. Estas mateno. It is raining. Pluvas. And I am working. Kaj mi laboras. In a cold room. In a cold room. The weather is very hot today. La vetero estas tre varma hodiaŭ. Is the weather good or bad? Ĉu la vetero is the weather. Oh, or rather, the weather is, I guess it's kind of sandwiched between ĉu and estas. Ĉu la vetero estas bona aŭ malbona? Good. That should give us 2 on the weather, 2 on intros, 2 on phrases. And that means maybe next week we can go through, and we'll go through a little bit of these. We'll level up these to level 2. And I think next week we might actually try to jam out a lot of this checkpoint. I don't want to spend too much time just doing review over and over again. So since these were the first 2 of this stream, I wanted to hit these really hard so that people can pick it up and continue. But you can always find the old videos on YouTube too if you want to continue back through this, or by all means download Duolingo yourself and add me. I'm just Brewhilda, so add Brewhilda and you can hang along with me along the Esperanto journey. But I really wanted to kind of front load some of these, and we're going to get into some of the more, oh my god, look at these. Animals, clothing, verb. Tenses for verbs are going to be really interesting. Past, future, imperatives, directions. I think we got a little while to go. Oh my god, what's in this last tier? Abstract verbs, health, education, participles. It's going to be a while before we get to participles. EO culture, word building. This is all going to be fantastic. I'm really excited about this. I like that they give you, it's like, here's a generic bunch of words. Now let's talk about how to use them. Then let's give you some more, and then teach you to use them, and give you some more, and then teach you to use those. And so it's a good back and forth, but it's good gamifying as well. But I think that's where we're going to call it today. We got through the rest of, I wanted to get the rest of this checkpoint done and start la lingvo, multiple la lingvoi. I swear it'll get better. But thank you everybody who joined, and especially thank you to those who followed along and contributed and helped with my pronunciations. It's hard and it can be really intimidating, and I always want to cancel the stream because I'm always really nervous about speaking a language I don't speak live on the internet. And the community and you guys and everything are just, you're all incredible. And so thank you for coming. Let's talk next week on Sunday. Come and join us here. And let's see if there's anybody online to raid right now, actually. I don't think so. anyways, so let's join next week, and we'll go into some more. I think this is where I'm really going to need you guys, because we're starting to get into some stuff that is not just learning a vocabulary word. And I feel like every time I stream, my post-its and my cheat notes get a little bit longer and a little bit longer. So next week, Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon again. You can follow me on Twitter at Hey Brewhilda, or you can find me on here on Twitch, or on Duolingo at Just Brewhilda. You can also find these videos pre-recorded on YouTube if you would like to follow along with them later or use them as refreshes. Which on YouTube it's Hey Brewhilda. So anything social media, it's usually Hey Brewhilda, and Twitch is Just Brewhilda. So hopefully you don't have a hard time finding me, but if you do, you can always message me on any of these platforms and I'll help you out. I do hope you join next week. Thank you again to all the veterans that have served, or the people who are serving that will be veterans soon. You're all my brothers and sisters in arms, and I wouldn't have been able to do what I did for the world if it wasn't for everybody who came before me. So happy Veterans Day. Thank you for joining me, and we're going to go ahead and raid Stack Up, which Stack Up is a wonderful veterans organization that raises money and does morale and team building and things for veterans who are they're a little lost and looking for a community, and gaming is a great place to find it. So thanks again.